Alright everybody, what's going on? It's Thundershot and welcome to the WWE 2K16 Royal Rumble of 2016 simulation. I'm going to be doing all the matches. This is simulated by WWE 2K16, the game itself. I'm not playing, we are merely watching. They are all, everyone you see in front of you is CPU controlled. Now I'm going to be going through all the matches that are going to be playing at the pay-per-view Royal Rumble 2016. The actual Royal Rumble match itself, I had already done a video on a couple weeks ago. I did a video on it right after it was announced that Roman Reigns was going to be defending his title in the Royal Rumble. So if you guys want to check that video out, the link to it will be in the description down below. I made it its own separate match because it's obviously going to be somewhat long because it's an entire Royal Rumble match. And then this is going to be all the other matches on the card, excluding the pre-show match, because the pre-show match is a weird one. It's Darren Young and Damian Sandow versus the Dudley Boys versus the Ascension versus Mark Henry and Jack Swagger. And there was just a couple weird teams on there, not to mention it's not actually possible for the game itself to simulate a four-way tag team match. So that one is left off, but that's the pre-show match. It's a weird one. I don't know if I'll end up watching it myself. I am known to skip the pre-show matches on occasion. But the other matches we have here tonight, we're going to go ahead and kick it off with the tag team titles match between the New Day and the Usos. Now, I don't know if it's been officially announced. It usually just kind of, wow, Biggie going for a spear. And I can never tell the Usos apart, even in the game. I can never, but he speared. I'm just going to throw random names on him. Almost going down for the 3 count right there. Biggie spears, we're just going to call him Jey Uso off the side, and then Jimmy Uso going for a quick pin on Biggie after that. But yeah, this first match here is for the tag team champions. New Day has not officially announced who will be wrestling in the match yet, though they never do. So by default, I just went by the team that they use the most often, that being Kofi and Biggie Langston. It would be cool to see Xavier get in there. I think it would be cool to see Xavier and Kofi defend the titles. I know having Biggie in there as a having Biggie in there as like their big guy is kind of a big deal. As Kofi does, okay. So I was paying attention to Xavier throwing the chair in the ring. Xavier threw a chair in the ring. The referee's done nothing about it yet. I might have to turn down Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler because, my God, are they annoying in the background. We can actually talk about the matches now. I got all the pre-rec out of the way. We can talk about what's going on in the ring. Xavier going for the distraction. The chair is in the ring. If somebody were to pick up the chair right now and use it, that's Xavier's way of distracting them, so that way the referee can't see them. Nobody goes for the chair, and it stays in the ring. That chair could be a factor later on. We'll have to see how it goes. If New Day gets disqualified, they will get to keep their titles. As you guys know, with how title belts go and whatnot. But all right, and like I said, I'm just gonna throw out random first names for the Usos because I don't just want to say and then that Uso. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna throw Jimmy or Jay in front of their names, and it's gonna alternate, and they're not gonna be the same. But I can't tell them apart. I know they do the face paint on one side for one of them, and then the other side for the other one, and their tattoos might be a little different, but I really can't tell them apart. All things considered. Back and forth match so far, but the thing that's going to play a major factor here, especially in the game, but it also is a huge factor when they actually wrestle on Raw and pay-per-views and things like that for their tag matches. Xavier Woods on the outside is always interfering, is always messing, is always doing something near the end of the match to throw off whatever team they're up against. On top of that, as far as 2K16 goes, having a manager can be a pretty big advantage. Sometimes your manager is Kofi going for a Hurricane Rana here. Sometimes having a manager doesn't help you out a whole lot. Maybe they don't do that much in a certain match, but then other times managers can do a whole lot. Managers can distract the ref when they need to. You saw Xavier tried to get a chair in the ring earlier, and he did, but it never ended up getting used. But managers can distract the referee. Managers can distract other wrestlers. Managers can break up a pin. They can stand up and break up a pin, though the referee usually throws them out after that. Throws them out of the match. So if he does too much, eventually he'll get tossed. But there's so many things he can do before he gets thrown out that can help aid the New Day. But luckily for us so far, it's just been a back and forth match. Usos has been on top sometimes. New Day's been on top on other times. We've seen a couple tag in and outs here, but we got Big E throwing a bear hug on him. What are you guys' predictions? All right, this has been a match that's been a little bit back and forth. I know you guys probably caught the Slammy Awards when they were on Raw not too long ago, and by the polls of voting that we could actually see on Twitter, it appeared as if more people had voted for the New Day in a sense of WWE sent out specific tweets. Kofi Kingston with a leg drop from the top rope, followed up by a kick to the back, not too shabby. But no, WWE made tweets out for who you wanted to vote for the Slammies. Like, oh, retweet this tweet to vote for Paige for Diva of the Year. Retweet this tweet to vote for so-and-so. Well, they had 2 different tweets. One of them was retweet this tweet for New Day. And then there was another one that was retweet this tweet for the Usos for Tag Team of the Year, right? And New Day got more retweets by, like, thousands, right? So it was looking like New Day was going to get Tag Team of the Year, and then lo and behold, somehow the Usos ended up winning. There's been talks of it being rigged. I mean, I know myself, I had some doubts on a few Slammies, and them being rigged, and if it was actually possible for certain people to win the Slammies that they won, right? But the Tag Team ones look really fishy, and ever since then, it's been this back and forth between the Usos and the New Day. Not to mention, Usos got Tag Team of the Year, but they didn't wrestle for 7 months of the year or something like that. I think it was Jey Uso was out with an injury for a long time, and they had only been back like a couple months when they won Tag Team of the Year. So it's just been a battle since then, though. Personally, I'm hoping New Day gets to keep their titles. I don't think Usos just haven't been back in the game enough. They also haven't been quite as hype as they were before Jey got injured. We get a senton in the corner right there, a little cannonball going on for you. The Usos are on top right now, so I personally hope when the Royal Rumble happens, super kick. Now we're getting somewhere. Is he going to go for the pin? So yeah, I know Big E was down for a long 2 count earlier, so it's not impossible to think if there wasn't interference that Big E stays down for the 3 count on that super kick right there. But Xavier Woods not doing anything there to break up the pin. Maybe he'll get involved later. Maybe we'll get more action out of Xavier later, because by the looks of it, New Day might need him. But no, I personally hope a New Day wins the Royal Rumble. I like the Usos. I think they need a little bit more time to get the hype that they had going, as we see Jimmy or Jay. I think King just called him Jay with a headbutt to the back. A Big E Langston. Usos will get there again. I really think that, and I like the way that they were before, and I think they'll get there again. But it is so New Day's time to shine right now. They're doing a lot of good stuff. It wouldn't surprise me if they lost their titles somewhere in the near future, but I just don't think it'll be the Royal Rumble. Maybe at Mania. I doubt anything at Fastlane will happen, but maybe at Mania. New Day loses their titles. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. As Big E with a big spine buster there, but he's in the Usos' corner. He's got to get him out of there. It'd be super easy for Jay to make a tag out. I'm just assuming that's Jay in the ring right now. He's got to cover. Quick kick out at 1. That makes me think Jay's not even hurt. Maybe the other Uso twin is the one that's been taking. Maybe Jimmy's the one that's been taking all the damage so far. It's hard to say. I don't know what the referee's looking at. He was calling a tag, I think, but he was looking at the wrong. I know I'm getting off topic here, but Kofi back on top again. Xavier interfering, or Xavier. I'm gonna do that a lot, and I apologize for it. Xavier interfering a lot here. That was Kofi's signature move. This could be it. No, kick out at 2. That was a Kofi signature. We could see a Trouble in Paradise coming soon. Maybe some kind of tag team finisher on the way here. All we know is Jay is in trouble, and it's Xavier's fault. Now, I can tell you from experience in this game, the manager has a meter, right? Xavier can't continue to mess with Jay or Jimmy or whoever every single time he gets the opportunity. If he messes with them too many times, and he's got to be getting close because he just did, I think, 3 times in a row. If he messes with them too many times, eventually the referee will throw him out. Now, the longer he goes without messing with them, the more he can come back and mess with them again. But too many times in a row, too many times in a short period of time, of Xavier getting up on the ropes and messing with them or chatting with the ref. Oh, this is it. This is a finisher. Done in reverse order. Kofi lifting him there, but that is the tag team finisher. Can Jimmy break it up? Jimmy breaks it up. Lucky there, Kofi couldn't get a handle on him because Jay might have been down for the 3 count there. He'd taken his signature from Big E. He'd taken a spine buster from Big E. He'd taken Kofi's signature. He'd taken the team finisher. Big E now, hopefully not able to run all the way across the ring to break that one up. If he wants to pin him, he's going to have to do it in their own team corner so Kofi can stop Jimmy. Oh, is the big ending coming out here? Oh, Jay has taken so much in the middle of this ring. And Big E's going to make the cover. Is Kofi going to be able to stop the breakup? Kofi's not going to make it in time. 2 count. And Jimmy breaks it up again. Kofi was not set. Kofi was on the outside of the ring. He was not prepared to break up or to stop Jimmy from breaking up that pin count, I should say. Jay finally gets back on top, but Jimmy's fighting Kofi on the outside. Jay can't make a tag right now. We got a brawl going on. Jay throwing Big E into the corner, clearly probably wanting to tag out here, but he's going to have to do it on his own. He throws Big E down. What's he getting ready for? Another headbutt to the back. All right, tag out. For the love of God, Jay, tag out. You've got the crap beat out of you. You got a big ending. You've got the team finisher. I don't know what can somebody fill me in on what the New Day's team finisher is? He does get a tag out. Here we go. What do we got? Double super kick. Double super kick to Big E Langston. What are we going to see here? Looks like another headbutt to the chest. Don't pin him there. Kofi's going to be able to break it up. Big E with a reversal. Big E probably needs to get out of there. He's been in there for a while. Right after the reversal, going for a pin. Before they came out with one of their more recent updates. Oh, big headbutt. Big E Langston's bleeding. Big headbutt out of nowhere by Jimmy. Big E's bleeding. Is Jimmy going to go for a tag here? He's going to tag in Jay. We know Jay's been worn on earlier. To finish my thought while Jay goes to work here. Before the update, tag partners would almost always... Oh, Xavier getting involved. I can't finish my thought. Jay cutting a backflip, though. Off the distraction from Xavier, Biggie goes for a back suplex. But Jay's going to cut a backflip out of the back suplex and get back on top. Now what do we have for Biggie? Lays him down for a frog splash. Or lays him down with a body slam. Frog splash from Jimmy, I think. Yeah, Jimmy's in the ring now. Jimmy going for the cover. Can Kofi break it up? Xavier Woods distracting the ref again. No pin count. No count. Xavier Woods still not thrown out of this match somehow. And Xavier continues to be a wild card here. Now, if I can finish my thought before all the excitement comes in. Before one of the more recent updates in 2K16, when the computers would always break up the pin. It'd be really hard to stop them from breaking up a pin. But since a more recent update came out, the partners of the person doing the pinning do a lot better job at stopping them from breaking up the pin. So that's just... they have done a bit of work on this game. I know we've seen a lot of pin breakups so far. But Xavier continuing to be a wild card. I'm really shocked he didn't get thrown out. He completely broke up a pin. He completely stopped the referee from pinning in that last one. After all his shenanigans before, and after just distracting an Uso recently. And Xavier still isn't thrown out of this one. We got to start questioning the referee at this point for allowing Xavier Woods to stay in here. As a big power slam coming out of Big E there. Big E's going to go for a tag. God, after a frog splash, too. I thought maybe Kofi would have broken that one up, but I didn't think Xavier was going to be... I didn't think Xavier was going to be able to get involved. That's got to be getting annoying by now. I'm going to stop correcting myself when I do it. But I'm going to try to remember to do it. You know, longer than I thought. Jimmy throwing a right hook with... I don't know. That's like a right hook Helen Keller would have thrown because it was nowhere near anybody. Big E going for the cover here. Very weird as we see the other Uso twin, I believe that's Jay, getting in the ring extremely slowly. He couldn't have broken that one up if he wanted to, but now Kofi is just waylaying on him, getting him out of the ring with authority. As Big E's calling for a finisher, this could be the match right here. Kofi's throwing the other Uso to the outside. Here we go, big ending coming up. No, it's reversed. It's reversed by Jimmy Uso. Hit the back suplex. And Xavier Woods again up on the apron, interfering. Could have been another moment for the Usos to score a victory here. Xavier Woods has really bailed them out on this one. This match should have been over a while ago. 1, 2, is it enough? No! Kick out at 2.9. The Usos are still in this. But how do you beat Xavier Woods constantly interfering with the match, constantly distracting you, constantly distracting the ref? The Usos getting on top one more time as Kofi looks like he's finally making his way back to his corner. I was hoping they would say who was coming in. I think Jay's in the ring right now. I think. Big E back on top, though. Big E with an Irish whip into the corner. Going to the very top. This could be the match right here if he hits this. Uh-oh, what are we doing? Superplex from the very top. Power slam? Fall away slam. Fall away slam from the top rope. Go for the cover, Big E. Go for the cover, Big E. Pin him. Pin him. Drag him to your corner. Pin him. That's the cover. Can Kofi stop this? 1, 2. Kofi gets there. Another kick out at 2.9. The Usos will not surrender. Still in this match. Fall away slam from the top rope. What does Big E got to do to put him away here? Kofi made it over in time. Kofi stopping Jimmy from interfering with the pin breakup, but still not enough. What's Big E going to do now? We got Jay with a reversal. Big E right back on top, spine buster. That could be the match. That's Big E's signature. That's Jimmy's nowhere to be found. Is Big E going to go for cover? Not going for the cover. We're going to see the big ending here. No, turning him around. What do we got? Reversal. That is Jay in the ring right now. Okay, we are confirmed. Another back suplex. And a cover after the back suplex. Kofi with the breakup. Both Jimmy and Kofi slid into the ring at the exact same time. Kofi able to get the breakup before Jimmy was able to stop him, though. I wonder if Big E would have been down for the 3 count. He's bloody. He's battered. He's been in this match a long time. Kofi with a reversal in the middle of the ring. Is he just going to get out of the ring now? Looks like they're both... Okay, all right, that deflated the situation there. Is Kofi getting back in the ring? What is he doing here? Holy crap. Samoan drop from the top rope to Big E Langston. Pin him. He's not going to pin him. He's going to the top. Kofi looking like he's ready to interfere. Kofi trying to throw a punch. No, okay. That wasn't the frog splash I was expecting. Irish whip into the corner. Tag team finisher here, possibly.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so.
Oh, this is it.
You're right about that.
Body slam. Jey Uso over Jimmy Uso. The frog splash. Pin him. Pin him. Can Kofi break it up? Xavier Woods again. Get this guy out of this match, referee. You cannot allow him to keep delaying this, the Usos. That's possibly the third time the Usos were going to win, and Xavier Woods distracted the referee, this time from across the ring. I don't know how the refs allowing things like this to continue happening. Just more delays to the match. We're just looking at him. What's going on here? We getting stamina back for a big move? Ooh, big right hand here. What do we got? Going to the very top. What is this? Superplex to the outside of the ring. On the chair. He landed on the steel chair and he stands up. The chair from earlier that Xavier put in the match, put in the ring. The referee threw back out. They landed on it. Big E with a reversal now. They're bloodied. They're battered. Look at his hand. Look at Jey Uso's hand. Spine buster on the outside. The referee's counting. New Day Rocks chants going on in the background. I don't know what number the referee's up to. Count of 5. Get back in the ring, Jay. Count of 6. They cannot win the titles by count out. Tag to Jimmy. We're up to where Jimmy's in the ring now. Big E's up, but he's not in the ring yet. Count of 8. Big E's back in the ring. Jimmy's in the ring. Big E's been in the ring a long time now. He might be thinking, I might need to tag out to Kofi soon. Big E's taking a lot of punishment. Another headbutt to Big E's already bloody head. This match is too long. I'd probably cut parts out of this match at this point. Because, my God, the back and forth has been unreal.
But now, I'm not so sure. The challenger just refuses to be denied here tonight.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The big ending with Kofi from the top. That's their tag team finisher. Kofi going for the cover. Big E with a big spear. And that is finally all she wrote. At the end of the day, I think what the Usos needed was a manager, because my God, did Xavier screw this one up horribly. In the beginning of the match, it looked like it was really going to favor the new, it looked like it was really going to favor the New Day, because we had a lot of finishers that were getting hit on the Usos, but the other Uso twin was always there to break it up. I think Jay was getting hit, Jimmy was always there to break it up, or vice versa. Jay was there to break it up when Jimmy was getting hit, and that's how it looked in the beginning of the match. It looked like New Day had it won a couple times, but their tag partner was there to break it up. Then for the whole rest of the match, the Usos, it looked like they had it. There were 3 separate occasions from their tag finishers alone and big moves like that, where it looked like they were going to take the W easily as long as there was no tag partner interference. But Xavier Woods would distract the referee, would distract the Uso twin. Xavier Woods kept the New Day in this match, and then at the very end, of course, we see the big ending hit with whatever Kofi does from the top rope. I don't know what the New Day finish is called, and I'm sorry for that if it has a name. But the Usos didn't have a manager. Big E with a giant spear to knock the other Uso twin off the apron there. And then that was all she wrote. There's no kicking out of that one after all that, after that match. That match was super long. I probably cut a lot of it out. That match was super long. But yeah, New Day retains their tag team championship. So I will see you guys in the next match.
Here are your winners and still the WWE Tag Team Champions, Big E and Kofi Kingston, the New Day.
All right, and for this next match, we have Charlotte versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Divas Championship. Of course, Ric Flair in the corner of Charlotte, the dirtiest player in the game with his daughter. That's all we really know Charlotte as, is Ric Flair's daughter, because they will not shut the hell up about that, like we're not aware yet. Not a bad start to this one. Oh, Charlotte with a big shoulder tackle here, though. Tie-up collar and elbow. Both these characters are downloaded. They are downloaded from the WWE Universe, so if you guys don't have these guys in your game, you can just log on to WWE Creations or My Universe Creations or something like that, and then go to online or whatever. You'll find the option for it in the settings, and you can download. There's a bunch of superstars that are not actually in the game, but you can download online and then add them to your roster, and it's super fun. But that's where both these guys come from. Both these gals come from, whatever. Another one, same one. All right, so while the Divas kind of get into their thing a little bit, I mean, just my personal background with Charlotte. When Charlotte first came in, first got moved up from NXT, came in, did the whole WWE Women's Championship thing. At first, I thought I was really gonna like Charlotte. I thought she was gonna be like a whole new Charlotte, continuing to reverse, continuing to stay on top of this one. I thought Charlotte was gonna be like a brand new Beth Phoenix, like a brand new Beth Phoenix, you know what I mean? Like a lesser Chyna to an extent, right? Because she looks kind of manly. I mean, I thought she was going to come in here and then just like tear everything apart, you know what I mean? But not quite the case. Her first match when she won the title from Nikki, like they brought Charlotte in like she was going to be this big, scary, like Beth Phoenix type, you know what I mean? Where she's just going to come in and dominate the Divas division and do her thing. And I thought that was going to be it, and I thought that was going to be super awesome. But then she had her match with Nikki Bella where she won the title, and Nikki just beat the crap out of her the whole time. And then Charlotte like landed a spear and put on the figure 8 at the end of the match, and that's how she won. But other than that, the entire match was Charlotte getting her ass kicked. I'm like, well, I don't really know how I feel about that. You know what I mean? I'd rather Charlotte be a monster, but whatever. And then they started with the Ric Flair stuff, and oh my God. I thought when she first came in, her whole thing was going to be, I'm going to be my own person. I don't have to just be Ric Flair's daughter. And then they threw that out the window so fast, and she immediately became only Ric Flair's daughter for the rest of forever. And that got old so quick. And then they made it like they put her up against Paige, and Paige was supposed to be bad, and people were supposed to hate Paige, and everybody was supposed to like Charlotte, but people didn't really, I don't know. They tried to make everybody like Charlotte, like they got Charlotte's brother involved and everything that happened with that, right? To make people want to like Charlotte even more. And then right after that, right after they got so drama-filled with all that stuff, trying to make people like Charlotte, Charlotte starts cheating. Charlotte starts hanging out with Ric Flair more and then cheating in matches to win and stuff like that. And now people really like Becky Lynch, which I'm a Becky Lynch fan at the moment. I hope she wins the title, though I doubt it'll happen. I'm a really big fan of Becky Lynch, but just Charlotte wore out the welcome real quick. So I would very much like to see Becky Lynch take the Divas title. I would like to see it back on Paige, but I'm totally fine with it being on Becky. I just want it to get away from Charlotte as fast as possible, but knowing the way the Divas division rolls, it'll probably be there for a little while. I mean, hell, how long was it on Nikki when nobody wanted it on Nikki anymore? But this match has been mostly Charlotte. Becky was on top for a little while, but not able to get a whole lot done so far. Charlotte, once again, we see that manager advantage coming in, just like last round, just like last match when we had the New Day and they had Xavier Woods on the outside. Now we have Charlotte out there with Ric Flair, and Ric Flair, dirtiest player in the game. You guys know him. God, Charlotte has just been destroying Becky Lynch. What is this? We know Charlotte beat Becky on Raw one week by cheating with Ric Flair. And then we know Becky beat Charlotte another week not too long ago. I'm not sure if she cheated or not. I think she might have pulled the tights or something. And then Charlotte got mad and beat the crap out of Becky because I'm a jerk now. That's Charlotte's thing. But God, this match is not reflecting that at all. Charlotte is just going to town, tossing Becky around the ring. Reminded me of, oh, Charlotte's calling for a spear now. Reminded me of Brock Lesnar versus John Cena in SummerSlam is how one-sided this thing is. Charlotte with a spear. Holy crap, Goldberg, chill out. It's a downloaded character. It's got the downloaded moveset. They don't have any of Charlotte's moves on here, you know. Becky Lynch not done yet, though. All right, sorry about that if you guys saw the pause. We were in the middle of something right there. As Becky Lynch just started getting something going. Becky Lynch with a leg drop. So it's going to take a whole lot of beatdown from Becky if she's going to expect to win this one. Becky has been beaten up so badly in this one. She's going to have to be beating up on Charlotte for a while. But she's calling for something, though. What is she calling for here? She hasn't done enough for a signature, I don't think. I don't know any of Becky's moves, by the way. Straight up. I know I said I like Becky, but I don't know any of her moves. I'm not going to know. What I know that her finisher is like an armbar, right? As Charlotte does a flippity-doodah in the middle of the ring there. What are we doing here? And turn her around in the corner. What has Becky got in store for Charlotte? Irish whip. No reversal. No, knees to the face. Becky Lynch on the second rope. Drop kick from the second rope. Becky Lynch is all fired up now. She's got something going on. Big forearm in the corner. Tornado DDT. She's wasting no time taking over this contest. Cover here after the tornado DDT. Ric Flair not been a factor yet. Willing to bet he's not scared for Charlotte just yet, but soon enough we're probably going to start seeing a whole lot of Ric Flair. This is another way that the odds are stacked against Becky right now, because she got the tar whipped out of her for so long by Charlotte in the ring. She's got to be hurting pretty bad, especially after that spear. And then even if Becky does find a way to battle back and get back even with Charlotte and get Charlotte just as damaged as she is, then you got to overcome Flair. You got to overcome Rick GD Flair. Oh, spinning heel kick from Becky Lynch. All right. Going for the cover after the spinning heel kick. Charlotte kicking at it too again.
She's not just beautiful, she's tough too.
Ooh, big forearm. 180 forearm from Charlotte. She wasn't even looking at Becky. She just came out of nowhere. Gut wrench. Cross the ring again. Charlotte looking like she's going to call for another spear. Becky, you cannot take another spear. This isn't going to end well. Becky with another. That might be it. As Goldberg goes wild, who's next? As Charlotte pins Becky. I think that's all she wrote, people. No, Becky kicks out of a second spear. She's not done just yet. Becky's back on her feet. And she's got the armbar. No, she's got. Is that the yes lock? She's got the yes lock locked in. Taking a page out of the concussed Daniel Bryan's book, but Charlotte gets out of that one rather quickly. Not a whole lot of damage done there as we get a Charlotte reversal. Russian leg sweep coming in. What's Charlotte going to go for here? What's she got to do to put Becky away after the second spear didn't quite cut it? Really shocked we haven't seen a figure 4 leg lock just yet. Charlotte allowing Becky to get back on top. Irish whip into the corner. Becky Lynch with a backbreaker. Going to the top rope. No. Bouncing off the rope. Leg drop. Kinda. Onto Charlotte. She's going to go for the cover here. No. Bouncing off the rope again. A second leg drop. A second leg drop. This one actually connecting. Cover immediately after. And there it is. The Nature Boy. Having a little chit-chat with the referee. Breaking up the count there. Who's to say Charlotte wouldn't have been down for a 3 count after the leg drop? Becky throwing Charlotte by the hair now. She's worn herself out, dropping to one knee. Imagine both women very tired at this point. Kick to the head from Charlotte. Charlotte getting back on top here. No, Becky Lynch, Irish whip into the corner. What are we going to see out of here now? To the top rope. Uh-oh. This could be the end of the match. Throwing her off the top rope there as the referee orders her to get down, but it's a little late for that one. We got from Becky now. Becky going to the top rope herself. Walking into the corner a lot. Decides against it. Slamming her arm down it. Becky ever gets that armbar, and she's done a decent amount of work to Charlotte's arms at this point. She ever locks that armbar, and it could be it. I know she did the yes lock earlier. I don't know if her. I imagine the armbar might not be in this game the way she does it, or the arm lock might not be in the game this game the way she does it. So they might have given her the yes lock by default. But snap suplex, no. Goes for the backbreaker. Charlotte rolls her up with a roll up. Charlotte steals another one. We couldn't see the angle. I imagine Charlotte was holding the tights, but it's hard to say at this point. Maybe she changed her character again and she's clean now. I don't know. But Charlotte sneaking a victory in at the end there with a roll-up. You rarely see matches end like that in these games. I'm actually kind of happy with that. I mean, I prefer if Becky won, but I'm actually kind of happy with the way that ending. With the way that ended with a roll-up. Because it was so unexpected. Becky with a hard-fought battle, though. Taking 2 spears, taking a lot of punishment, still managing to kick out. Becky putting in a whole lot of work on her own. But at the end of the day, the dirtiest player in the game and his daughter, Ric Flair's daughter. I shouldn't have used her name Charlotte. I should have just called her Ric Flair's daughter the whole time, because that's what they want. They really want us to know, you know. But yeah, hence still your Divas champion. I'm making these title matches. I know I'm making these title matches, so I don't know why they're not celebrating with the title once the match is over. But yeah, Charlotte, your winner, still your Divas champion. I don't know why she's celebrating like this. She looks kind of goofy, I'm not going to lie. But that is going to be it for the second match. I will see you guys in the next one. All right, the next match we got for you this evening is for the United States Championship. We've got Alberto Del Rio versus Kalisto. Kalisto, the current champion in the match. Kalisto's beaten Alberto Del Rio twice now? Maybe it was just once for the title. I thought it was twice. I don't know if it was on SmackDown again or something that I didn't watch, but yeah, you thought for a minute there. You thought the League of Nations for a minute might actually be something. Sheamus was the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Alberto Del Rio had the U.S. title. You thought maybe Rusev was going to pick up the Intercontinental title or something. Maybe they were going to be one of those factions that holds all the gold, but they quickly got rid of that. As Sheamus lost his championship on Monday Night Raw real quick, which I was a fan of because I do like Roman Reigns. And then Kalisto, out of nowhere, kind of beating Alberto Del Rio for the U.S. title. That was really hype. It was really hype. Kalisto beating Del Rio was, I was very happy to see that. And I've never been a huge fan of Del Rio myself. I know a lot of people like him. I know a lot of people like his style. But very cool to see them bring up a guy like Kalisto almost out of nowhere like that. Because the only big win Kalisto's had aside from that U.S. championship, the only big win Kalisto's really had, maybe tag titles aside as well, but that's kind of iffy. He beat Ryback in the Survivor Series tournament for the title. He kind of beat Ryback out of nowhere, and it sucks for Ryback when that happens, but it was cool to see Kalisto win that match sort of out of nowhere. And then now, Kalisto, the U.S. champion, is super cool. I imagine there's almost no way Kalisto loses his U.S. title at the Royal Rumble, though in this game, as far as that goes, highly likely. Highly likely Alberto Del Rio beats the crap out of Kalisto and takes the title back. As far as this game's concerned, we'll have to see. Kalisto, he fits the underdog role. He fits the underdog role very well. I probably should have messed with his overall a little bit. Considering he's beaten Del Rio once or twice or made him look bad a few times, I probably should have messed with Kalisto's overall and jacked it up a bit to where he was more even with Del Rio. So that might be on my part, but regardless, we got a decent match on our hands so far. Kalisto finally getting an upper hand. He's basically just been having Alberto Del Rio beat him up until now, but from the top rope, big splash. Soon as Kalisto gets on top, he heads to the top. Springboard, what the hell? All right, so Kalisto going to town. Making me eat my own words. Instantly putting in a lot of work on Del Rio. Holy crap, that springboard, though. Kick to the back of the head there by Kalisto. Kalisto putting in work now, and he's so quick. You have to wonder how quickly his stamina burns up, because as you can see right now, Kalisto, bam, 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 move after move after move real quick. But if he burns himself out of stamina, if he gets down to that last bar of stamina and he gets tired, he's only going to be able to do one move at a time, and it's going to be slow, and it's not going to be that great, you know what I mean? I like that style when he could hit him 3 or 4 times in a row with real big moves like that, but not good how long he's in this move, because the more his arm gets damaged, the more likely it is that an armbar will put him away really quick. Another move to the arm there. That's not good. Del Rio might only need one armbar to finish this. Another submission getting put on Kalisto. I also don't know how good Kalisto is at getting out of submissions. This could be it right here.
What diabolical things are going through that mind
yeah,
right now.
Kalisto cannot continue to take much more of a beating. He does a reversal, but Del Rio gets right back on top. Del Rio putting Kalisto in the trio woe.
Like you, King, I have to remind myself to call the action when Kalisto's in the ring, rather than sit back and
backstabber.
You do that a lot, and it's so easy to get caught up in his offense. It's seriously unlike any.
Another backstabber. 2 straight backstabbers from Del Rio, and he's going to cover Kalisto right here.
Quick pin attempt here.
He's got the ropes. Kalisto had the ropes. Kalisto was holding on to the ropes. From the count of 1, Kalisto grabs the ropes, and the referee just refuses to see it. I don't know who the WWE's hiring anymore, but we've had some pretty garbage referees so far. Now, granted, Ric Flair didn't interfere with that match too much, but Xavier Woods being allowed to deal with the crap Xavier Woods got away with, that's some BS right there. And then now, clearly, in plain view of the referee, Kalisto grabs the ropes at the 1 count. Referee almost deciding just to not see it at that point after 2 backstabbers. And Kalisto's going to lose his championship off that. That is something else, people. Look at this. 1. Ropes. How do you not see this? How do you not see this? And then Del Rio talking smack afterwards. I'm sure Kalisto will, oh, that one had the title in it. Recto. They don't have Del Rio in the game. They must have made him say Recto. Yeah. That is something else, though, people. I'm sure Kalisto will be wanting his rematch very soon, because that was a whole lot of BS. That was a whole lot of something else. Gotta hope Kalisto will be getting that title back very soon. All right, see you guys in the next match. Okay, and this next match, as you guys can see, going to be your last match of the evening, because the only match after this one is going to be the Royal Rumble, the 2016 Royal Rumble match. So, and like I said before, guys, that is simulated. If you click in the description down below, I've already done a video on the actual Royal Rumble match itself. This video is just all the other matches that aren't the Royal Rumble. So like I said, link in the description down below if you guys want to see the Royal Rumble simulation after this match. But we have a last man standing match for the Intercontinental Championship between Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose right here. Last man standing. There are no countouts on the outside of the ring. There are no disqualification if they want to use a weapon. Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens. And this is good because we were a little bit disappointed at Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens at, I believe it was Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, because they were one of, if not the only match on the card that night, at least that wasn't a Divas match, that didn't utilize the tables, ladders, and chairs. And you would think out of all people, Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens would have been some of the most fun people to watch in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. But a last man standing match will allow no disqualification. I expect to see ladders with Dean. I expect to see maybe a table or two, but probably some chairs, probably some kendo sticks. You guys know how this one goes. But I'm really looking forward to this match. This might be one of my most anticipated matches besides the actual Rumble match itself for the Royal Rumble. We'll have to see. We're assuming at this point Dean Ambrose is going to hang on to his title. It's been rumored Kevin Owens has called The Undertaker out, right? I don't know if it was on Twitter. I don't know where it was, but Kevin Owens has officially somewhere called The Undertaker out for his WrestleMania match. Now, as we know, it had been rumored for a while. It looked like it was really leading up to John Cena versus The Undertaker this year. But John Cena, with his injury, will not be at WrestleMania. He did something with his shoulder again, I think. But Cena's out with an injury, so it's been rumored that Kevin Owens might actually be the one to take on The Undertaker this year. I would very much be looking forward to that. And if that rumor is true, Kevin Owens will probably not win his Intercontinental title back at Royal Rumble, which is fine with me. On top of that, even if Kevin Owens isn't taking on The Undertaker at the Royal Rumble, Dean Ambrose and Kevin have faced a few times. Ambrose just got the title. I highly doubt Kevin's winning it back anyway. They're probably going to leave the title on Ambrose for a little bit. And I kind of want to see what Ambrose can do with it. But, yeah, I'm hoping Dean wins the Royal Rumble. I'm hoping Kevin Owens gets to take on The Undertaker at WrestleMania because that would be super, super awesome to watch. I'm more okay with that than I am John Cena. We've got our first count here, though.
If he can't get to his feet, this will be over. But I got a feeling he'll drag himself up if he has to.
4 count already. Dean can't be done yet. Getting up at a 6 count. Maybe he was taking his time. Maybe he was playing possum. Maybe he was biding his time from the beating. Because this match, I believe this match has been all Kevin Owens so far. Hoping to see some weapons soon, though. I think that'll really spice it up. Referee counting again after just a couple kicks.
This type of match is off the chart. I mean, you can't do a match like this and not despise each other on some emotional level.
Dean getting up at 5 this time. Another club to the back. Slam down on the mat again.
Strategy? For anyone going up against Dean Ambrose, you have to be ready for anything. Because anything is what Dean Ambrose can do to an opponent during a match.
He's down, and now the official begins the count.
He's starting to stir, Michael.
I can only imagine this match, somebody will have to go through the announcer's table. Considering how the last couple weeks have went, one week Owens put Ambrose through the announcer's table. Next week, Ambrose put Owens through the announcer's table. They've teased the announcer's table a few times and not done it. Referee's up to 7 now. Dean, I figured Dean to be getting up a whole lot quicker. I feel like he hasn't taken nearly enough damage to be down for as long as he's staying down for. But Kevin is keeping him on the mat. Up until when Dean stood up right there, every time Dean tried to stand up, Kevin would just beat him until he stopped moving again. And the referee would start the count one more time. Kevin has done a great job up until this point of keeping Dean Ambrose on the mat. There's Ambrose with a running bulldog there.
Yeah, who let that dog out?
Dean Ambrose finally getting a little payback now. Dean Ambrose on top. I want to see a weapon. I want to see one of them go outside the ring and pull out a weapon. That's going to be the end all. That's going to be what'll make this match good for me. Referee keeps trying to count Kevin Owens, but Dean Ambrose having none of it. He just keeps beating up Kevin Owens. Chin lock locked in. Obviously no submissions. This is a last man standing match. I'd imagine you can choke your opponent out and then leave him laying there, though, for a 10 count. It's like Owens is going to fight his way up out of this one. Owens back on top now. Ambrose with a reversal. Ambrose back on top now. Irish whip into the corner.
In the mid-2000s, Dean Ambrose became known on the independent wrestling circuit for taking and dishing out ungodly amounts of punishment. Since 1979,
Kevin Owens down now. Down for a 6 count. Owens able to get up at 6 count.
And we're on the move again. He's doing everything he can to get his
DDT from the knee there. I like that. I like the small DDTs like that. I don't know why. Ambrose really hasn't done that much to Kevin Owens for Kevin Owens to be down this long. I'm just assuming it's how the computers act in last man standing matches. We're probably going to see a lot of counts that go above 5, 6, 7, even when not a big move was hit. I mean, you know, like a smaller move that wouldn't really put a guy away was hit.
To hold the prestigious United States Championship.
I'm guessing he's going to get up. Oh, wait, no, he got up at 5. All right. Ambrose throwing a little beat down. Ambrose keeping Kevin Owens on the mat now.
Johnny Weaver to become the first champion.
Flipping the playbook a little bit from how it was going earlier.
He's down, and now the official begins the count.
See, they could be using this time to get a weapon or something. They're just watching him. Just go get a weapon. Tear the table off. Get the announcer's table ready to put somebody through it. You know what I mean? Pull out a ladder. Owens with a reversal, fighting his way back up. Goes for a kick, but Ambrose grabs him beforehand. Owens with a reversal on the neck breaker, shoving Ambrose out of the way. Uh-oh.
That's how you make a statement.
You know, Michael, we've talked about the...
Up to an 8 count. Ambrose gets up at an 8 count. Can't imagine what a pop-up powerbomb would do at that point.
Strategy to employ in order to be successful here in a last man standing match. Well,
He's down.
Ambrose up at 8 again. Another club to the back. Rolling out of the way of a kick there. Owens grabbing Ambrose. Gonna give him a suplex. Ambrose reverses it. Please don't count again. Oh my God. So now today we got to figure out the computer versus computer last man standing matches are awful.
And he makes it back to his feet. In this match, will resume, fighting to get back to his feet, and he does. What's it gonna take to keep these guys down?
Uh-oh. Owens bouncing Ambrose off the ropes. Hits him with a pop-up powerbomb. That's the first actual exciting thing that's happened since this match got going. I probably cut a little bit there. It was just a whole lot of Owens would get up and Ambrose would throw a punch or do a DDT, and then they would count, and the referee would count to 8. Hold on. We got to see if this gets to 10 count. Ambrose starting to stir. Is he going to get up here? Back up at an 8 count again. Yeah, I probably cut there because so far there's been a whole lot of Kevin Owens would do a Russian leg sweep onto Dean. Referee would count to 8. Dean would get up. Kevin Owens would punch Dean in the face. Referee would count to 8. Dean would get up. Dean would do a DDT. Referee would count to 8. Kevin would get up. I mean, you know, Dean would clothesline Kevin. Referee would count to 8. Kevin would get up. You know what I mean? So I cut out a lot of that because anytime they're on the mat, every time they knock the other one onto the mat, they just wait, and then they get up at 8. Big power bomb from Kevin, a return power bomb coming out of that one. I expect Kevin to get up at 7. We're going to get 7 here. I mean, that's the game we're going to play today with how often they're going to be doing this. I don't know what Dean's doing. He keeps trying to walk at him. I think it's the computer trying to pin.
once again, this is for the Intercontinental Championship.
All right, 7. I believe in you, Kevin. Oh, look, I was right. Look at me go. Club to the back. Dirty Deeds. Dirty Deeds. Ambrose comes back with a Dirty Deeds. Kevin Owens was just down for his 7 count from a powerbomb. Immediately gets hit with a Dirty Deeds. Is that it? Is that the Intercontinental title right there?
Man, he's still down after that move. I almost wonder if his bell got seriously wrong there.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Up at an 8 count. All right. Ambrose taking a Dirty Deeds. A little bit better than I thought he would right there. I guess Ambrose got up at an 8 count after the pop-up powerbomb, though. A little bit more back and forth here. Kevin Owens with a reversal onto Dean. Dean with a reversal. Russian leg sweep. Here comes a 7 count. Yeah, this is why I cut.
He might not be able to get this far. It's been so physical. You're right about that, Cole. This has been an all-out war.
Just making his presence.
Ambrose trying to go to the top rope. Kevin Owens taking him down.
Direct hit. Talk about getting tagged and knocked in the middle of next week.
Ambrose with a reversal there. It looked like Ambrose might have been going for the elbow drop from the top. That standing elbow drop he likes to do onto people. Irish whip into the corner here. Irish whip into the other corner here. Follow up. Forearm. And now we're going to count to 7. Oh, my God, this is awful. Owens up in an 8 count. I might start cutting out the counts unless they're actual important counts. Like when they're counts that it's pretty much impossible that they're going to be down for a 10 count, I think I might just start cutting out the counts if I haven't done that already. Because Dean just got knocked off the top rope with a punch. There's no way he's down for a 10 count here, you know?
What's it gonna take to keep these guys down?
Kevin Owens. Samoan drop on the outside of the ring.
Well, we're on
Picking Dean up right away, though. Thank God, not waiting for a 7 count.
to the gut.
Ooh, Kevin Owens going for a big right, but Dean throws in a jab of his own, Russian leg sweep. Oh, here we go.
No chance of staying upright after that one.
No, Dean back in the ring for some reason. I don't know why they want to keep this in the ring. They don't have to.
This is a grueling championship match. Nobody wants to lose this opportunity.
You're right. A championship opportunity doesn't come around all that often. You got to make the best of it.
8, 9.
That was it. A Russian leg sweep? Kevin Owens has got to be injured or something. What, really? I quit looking for a second. Did Dean at least hit one of his big clotheslines or something? It looked like he just went after a Russian leg sweep on that one. And Dean is still the Intercontinental Champion. Well, I'll be damned. That was the worst match by far out of all of them, and it was the one I was most looking forward to. There you go, guys. Dean Ambrose, still your Intercontinental Champion. As a recap of the WWE 2K16 simulations, the New Day retaining their championships against the Usos, Charlotte retaining her championship against Becky Lynch, Alberto Del Rio with a very questionable victory over Kalisto to become the new U.S. champion. And if Kalisto would have won, then every champion who was a champion would stay a champion in the Royal Rumble, according to the WWE 2K16 simulation, because Dean Ambrose has kept his Intercontinental Championship. Now, every champion except perhaps Roman Reigns. If you guys want to find out how the actual Royal Rumble match itself, as said before, I have a different video entirely for the Royal Rumble. The description of that, or the link to that video is in the description down below. Click on that. It's the whole Royal Rumbles match. Roman Reigns is entered. It is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. You guys can check out who won that match by clicking the link down below and watching that video. It's the entire Royal Rumble, start to finish, and me commentating the whole way. So I do cut out the boring parts in the middle, but you guys know how that works. That's good enough for me, guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Thundershot out. Peace late, and we will see you. Oh, let me know in the comment section down below. Who do you think is winning all these matches? Who do you want to win the Royal Rumble itself, too? Just let me know what you think about the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. All right, later.